The speech to give the agents when you want to squeeze them for extra savings.
I can guarantee you that if I pull out of this deal, 4 months later, this property will still be available on the market. So do you want to lock in a sale right now, or do you want to keep faffing around? What's up and welcome back to my channel. It's JVceo. I'm sweating. Jesus, it's hot. I got the AC on, got the fan on, but I just came out of the shower. It's quite difficult here, man, humid. But anyways, look, today I'm doing a vlog, second vlog since Dubai. It's quite difficult because obviously, you know, you get caught up in life and then you forget to bring your phone out. I'm filming on my phone, by the way. So today I'm headed to my lawyer, right? Because I haven't actually met her. One of the biggest lawyers in Nigeria, versed in several different fields, but she helps me with my property deals. I've never met her through a recommendation, and we've dealt pretty much online since then. So it's important that now I'm in Nigeria, I head over and meet her. And then it's a two-part vlog, because the second part of this vlog, I'm going to show you a couple of my old properties. I'm going for an inspection, so I'll head over there. These are properties I've owned about 3-4 years. Check up on them, see, you know, make sure everything is good. Check up on the person that looks after the property for me, and give you guys some pointers as well in terms of keeping your property safe in Nigeria. And finally, at the end of this video, stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how you can make a purchase of, let's say, 100k property with around 20k here in Nigeria. Until next time. So just left there, and unfortunately, because I didn't book an appointment, she's not available. She's in court today. But go again tomorrow. And I'm doing the viewings tomorrow anyways. I'm going to my properties tomorrow, so I can just get it all done together and then keep you guys updated. So like I said, I wasn't successful in seeing my lawyer today. I met her sister, who actually helped raise my mum, so it was quite an interesting conversation. Really, really nice lady. She's in her 60s, but you wouldn't even notice it. But my lawyer is in court. You know, I told you she's a big deal. So she's in court. She owns the whole building. Mate, I'll show you a couple of videos right now whilst I'm speaking. She owns the whole building. She has like so many lawyers under her. And I know I use the term lawyers and you guys are thinking, why? It's either a barrister or solicitor. In Nigeria, we don't really do the barrister or solicitor stuff. So they just known as lawyers. But yeah, anyway, so I'm back home now. I'm going to relax. Count the money to make sure the bank gave me the right money, because I sent someone to the bank to bring just under $500,000. Well, $500,000 exactly, but I've spent quite a bit of it. So I'm going to count that to make sure the money is right. And what else? Tomorrow we set off. So tomorrow I'm going to go and see two of my land parcels. One of them is 1 acre. The other one is 1.2 acres. I'd also have a word with the person that looks after it for me. He's a very interesting character. So I have a word with him, obviously look after him. And then from there, I'll go back to my lawyer's office. And then at the end of this vlog, like I said, I'm going to break things down to you guys, how to actually purchase 100k worth of properties with only 20k. And then I'm going to show you a whole lot of stuff about Nigeria. So stay tuned. Yes, morning guys. Another day, like I said, today heading back to my lawyers and going to go see some of my old properties. I've just finished working out. I'm going to jump in the shower now and then get ready to get my day started. And what do you call it? I've literally just come off the phone negotiating. It was quite an intense negotiation because he's trying to stiff me for an extra 25% of the deal value, you know. So we've literally been going back and forth, and I'm saying, look, I'm not paying more than 5.5% on this. He's saying, look, 25% is where it's at. So we're miles apart from each other, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm a tough, shrewd businessman, and I'm a very good negotiator, and I'm happy to walk away from deals if it doesn't stack up. And I make that very clear from the start as well. So you can't bully me into a deal. But yeah, it should be interesting anyways to see how that conversation pans out. What should it end? Because I'll sit down and I'll break a lot of things for you guys, and you guys really appreciate it. So that there was pretty much about me arguing on the phone regarding the deal. So when I said at the start of this video, I'll tell you how to purchase 100 grand worth of land with X amount. It's quite simple. So obviously, a big difference being in Nigeria, in Nigeria is a cash economy, in the UK is a credit economy, meaning that when you're here, most of the things you do, you pay for it up front. Whereas in the UK, we run to the bank, we put down 25% and we get the rest. But there are clever ways of funding your deals out here. And I was trying to sort of you know, create a structure around that deal without me paying too much out of pocket. So essentially speaking, I was in the middle of a £40 million deal. So I think 40 million is about 50,000, and we agreed for me to pay it off over 4 months. So that would have meant that I would have paid roughly around 12,500 a month, because then that would come up to around 50,000 over 4 months. But the agent who was in charge of that particular property was trying to say, well, since you're splitting the money, you'd end up paying an extra 25% as a charge for splitting the money. And I was basically trying to tell them, look, we all know that there's no money in Nigeria at the moment. Obviously, that's just a saying that we use when you want to sort of strike a deal. There's no money in Nigeria at the moment. I can guarantee you that if I pull out of this deal, 4 months later, this property will still be available on the market. So do you want to lock in a sale right now, or do you want to keep faffing around? I'm only going to pay 2.5% additionally on top for splitting the payment, and that's just to account for any rise in inflation and so on and so forth within that 4-month period. And we went back and forth a few times, and then he finally accepted the deal. But yeah, so that's obviously how you do deals in Nigeria. Try and spread it. And the same thing applies. I'll give you guys one quick example, because by the way, I shot this video a couple of months ago. So even when it comes to other things, like let's say trying to buy a house, there's a couple of ways of doing it. Do an off-plan deal, right? Off-plan deal allows you to sort of spread your costs over that building duration. So if it's an 18-month project, you could pay 10% deposit and spread 90% across 18 months with pretty much no interest attached to it. And then, you know, it saves you having to put up a lot of money up front. But also, even if you're buying a property that has already been built, you can potentially still negotiate that. And now what you do is you potentially put that property up as an Airbnb if it's in the right location. And in that way, you can get income from it, even if you've got, let's say, 30% occupancy. Let's say you're paying, for example, 3 mil a month after you split the deal, or 4 mil a month. You split it over 18 months. Even if you put the place on Airbnb and you're getting, let's say, 1 mil a month, for example, on Airbnb, that covers, you know, 25% of what you owe the company. So there are clever ways of structuring your deal just to make sure you don't pay it all off at once. But I will say the shorter the better, because what you don't want to do is spread some of these large payments over a 24-month period. It just makes it really cumbersome. I try and keep mine between 4 to 12 months max. So what I'm doing now is going through the place, but obviously because we ain't been here in a while, it's turned into a thick forest, you know. But I'm gonna get them paid and basically clear it all out, get it all burnt up, so I can actually see the location. But you can probably see him working back there. Believe it or not, there's a lot of development here. There's a lot of people building their houses, fencing and so on and so forth. But I think we're slightly further in, so the people here haven't really started anything. But the extension of the airport is right there to my right. And I think the Niger Delta Bridge connects somewhere back there. Interesting. But yeah. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So was there only so this here is part of the 5 plots, which is just a little over an acre, 1.2 acres. So they've cleared it and they burn it up, but there's quite still a lot back there. So it continues all the way back there, and then also across the road over there. That's where the other plot is, that's where the other acre is. But I've instructed them, like I said, to cut it up. So by the time we come back here next week, I'll put a drone up, and then we should be able to get a clear view of the whole place. Here what we're observing is me inspecting an area where I have just over 2 plots, and in fact I might be buying, there's a place right next to it, which is just under an acre. And if I purchase that, then that would mean I've got about 3 acres in that area. And basically, I think it's important to show that you're present, you know, because then when you buy something and disappear, you know, it's very easy for you to lose your land that way, especially if it's not the best source, because there's a lot of reselling and things of that nature. So, anyways, I liked the fact that I went in. So this was, you know, I guess it was a bush, if you want to call it that, even though it's right next to the airport, but they've only sort of developed that area in the last sort of 3 years. So I think the development is still gradually getting into the area a bit more. But part of the reason why I actually went into the bush was I explained this to the driver that I was with on that day. I want some of these people to understand that I will pull up. You know, I'm not too British to be in the bush cutting through and trying to make sure that my investments are safe. I will pull up, you know, and I'm not afraid to pull up, and I'll go as far as I have to go to make sure that my stuff is safe and secure. No fear. And that was really it, because I think they were shocked. They was like, wow, he's actually coming all the way. They thought that I'd just come through and want my land pointed out. Oh, your land is over there and your land's over there. But it was like, nah, okay, cool, over there, let's go. Oh, where's the beacons? And I'm checking out the beacons. I've got the beacon numbers on my phone, checking out the beacons, making sure everything matches. But anyways, so that scene was more about that. Then I asked him to basically clear the land. Later on, I never filmed this, but a few weeks later, we ended up having an issue with him because so in Nigeria, whenever you do any projects, never give all the money up front. Have some control over that project by limiting the amount of funds or access to funds that they have, because then that way you can make sure things get done. Cut long story short, I gave him a bulk of the money, but not all of it, and I was expecting to see at least a significant amount of work. And then, you know, he moved the dates, kept moving the goalpost. Eventually, I just said, look, what's going on with this land? Have you not, cleared it? Because I wanted them to clear it, burn it up, so that I can start my fencing, but also so I could see exactly where my boundaries are. And we had an argument because he was like, oh, I'll send the rest of the money. I'm like, I'm not sending you a penny more. In fact, I'm coming there tomorrow. You know, I'm coming there tomorrow. Once I see that things have been done to a good standard, then I'll be confident to send you more money. Anyways, I did go there. He apologized. He's like, no, you are right. We had an agreement and I shouldn't have been asking you for more money. I should have, you know, done what I could with the money you gave me, and then, invited you to come and see the work and then taking the balance from you. But anyways, again, he was impressed. He was like, look, you know, sometimes we think that these UK people, they're just not on smoke, but you are on smoke. You want all the smoke in the world. But that was that anyways. So that was a good experience. And this particular place has got huge potential. So there's a bridge, there's a second bridge now connecting the two cities. It's right next to the airport. When I say it's right next to the airport, I mean, you've got the main compound of the airport, but then the airport has then, you know, acquired more acres after the main compound. And we share the same boundary, like we share the same road. The airport is on one side of the road, I'm on the other side of the road, so we share the same road. So I can only imagine sort of 5 years from now what this place would be. And this place has already done some serious numbers for me in terms of investment. I bought the land, I would say probably 2014, 15-ish. But yeah, keep watching. Right, so we've got past the traffic now. Long day, long day. Traffic's crazy. Been in traffic for probably 2 hours now. Finally got through. Obviously left the land inspection area, and now I'm heading to my lawyer's office. Like I said, obviously went there yesterday, wasn't able to see her, so hopefully today we'll have better luck. But we might stop over, get some food, and then continue. But yeah, that's what you're looking at. We're not in the traffic anymore, by the way, you know, but yeah, this is it. I'm at my the main lady. The main lady. Such an amazing woman. She showed me around. I wasn't really able to film too much in there, but she's such a great woman. In fact, I mean, I owed her some money from the last deal that we done. And you know, when I reminded her of it, she wrote off the debt. She was like, "Listen, don't worry about it." She gave me a new deal because she was charging me the regular fee, which was 10% on your land deal sort of stuff, and now we've got a set fee. And she's like, "Listen, go off and buy whatever you want to buy as many as you can buy, and don't worry about the 10%." Because obviously sometimes when I'm doing deals, I'm like, "Oh, it's a 40 mil deal. I got to pay her 4 million. That's a lot of money." No, she's like, "Look, we've got a set fee now, which is way lower than that." And she's like, "Don't worry about my fee. Just go and be great. And I know that once you're in the best position, you know, things would always work out, you know," and she just wanted the best for me. So that was a great experience. And I think if you're going to deal in places like, you know, or in fact in general, there are certain things you don't cut cost. There are certain things that you don't cut cost on, and your lawyer is definitely one of them. So when you're purchasing land, I think some people try and get the cheapest surveyor, the cheapest lawyer. I advise against that, because that can either make or break a deal. I've had the right surveyor tell me, "Oh, by the way, you know, this deed and this survey document that you're saying is the title available for that land, it's not actually registered at the land office. I can't see it registered." You know, if you were cutting costs by hiring a cheap guy, they wouldn't be able to tell you some of this information, because they just want to sort of measure the land and keep it stacking without actually going the extra mile to do any due diligence on it. And the same applies to a lawyer. But yeah, fantastic lady. If you guys need any recommendation in terms of lawyers, surveyors in Nigeria, hit me up. But that's that for me, man. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We are going to do so much more. I'm going to show you so much more. I'm only just getting settled. Remember, like I said, this was an old video that I filmed a couple of months ago. I've got loads of content. I'm now using a proper planner, and like, I can't wait. I'll give you some, you know, snippets of some videos that I'm trying to shoot. Like, I'm trying to shoot videos with like businesses. Like a friend, for example, owns like a massive chemical manufacturing plant. A friend is doing a 32 block, 32 apartment complex development. You know, there's a lot of dope videos that I can show you. One of my friend collaborates with like a private jet company, and they do a lot of good business there. Like, there's so much happening on the continent that I want to bring to you guys. Thank you for being part of the journey. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.